and welcome back to my Inspiring Life Design YouTube channel. My name's Karina and here I love to talk about all things personal development and mixing in with that a little bit about my journey to financial freedom and sharing ways that you can consider how you can become financially free as well. So if you like that kind of thing, please be sure to subscribe. And if you check the bell next to the subscribe button, that means that you'll get notified every time I upload a new video. So on with today's video. And today I'm going to be sharing with you my goals for 2020. This year, I decided instead of setting goals for the whole year, to just set myself some goals for 6 months. The reason that I did this is because I've been finding over the past couple of years, setting annual goals, that as the year goes on, my goals actually change, and some of the things that I'm checking and tracking against aren't necessarily the things that I still want to be achieving. So I've decided to have a go at setting 6 monthly goals instead this year and see how I get on with those. Now, my goals fall into different categories. So I kind of divide my life, so to speak, into different categories that fall under personal or business. And I have 8 personal categories and 4 business ones. When I planned my goals at the start of the year, I was slightly scared to say that I'd actually set 59 goals for the next 6 months. So don't worry, I'm not going to share all of those with you. I'm going to share a subset of those with you today. However, there are still quite a lot to get through. I've got 24 goals in 7 categories to share with you. So I am going to get straight on with the first category. And that is spiritual and growth. And in this category, I've decided that I would like to finish Tony Robbins' Ultimate Edge audio program, which I started near the end of last year. It's a bonus that I got with the Knowledge Broker Blueprint course, and I've really been enjoying that so far. The Ultimate Edge is like a mix of several of Tony's different programs that have all been put together to make it the ultimate, as it says. So I'd really like to get that finished. I would like to read 3 self-growth books. I don't get to reading as often as I would like, so I haven't set that goal too high. That's 3 in 6 months, so that's 1 book every 2 months, which I know compared to some people is nothing at all, but it's a starting point for me and hopefully a goal that I will feel that I can achieve. I also would like to do at least 2 meditations by Master Co. Master Co is somebody who comes and presents at Tony's Unleash the Power Within event. He comes on the 4th day and he teaches the audience how to meditate, how to stay calm, and I find it very moving and empowering almost doing these meditations. And so I signed up, and he offers meditations that you can do online. I get the email updates for when a new one is planned. Quite often they coincide with things like the full moon. So I'd like to do at least 2 of those in the next 6 months. And just popping this one in there so I don't forget about it, I also want to set myself goals for the next 6 months. So during this 6-month period, I'll have a time when I sit down and review and see how things are going. The next category I call absolute financial freedom, because this is a life goal for me. I would love to have enough money saved up and invested so that I basically don't have to work. It's not that I won't work, it's just so that I have the freedom to be able to choose what to do with my time. So in this category, I would like to fill my 2019 to 2020 ISA. ISA stands for Individual Savings Account. It's a UK a kind of account or investment mechanism. You can actually get a cash version of the ISA, but I get the stocks and shares version, which allows me to put money into it, invest that money in the stock market, and you can put up to £20,000 a year per tax year into the ISA. So my goal is to put £20,000 into the one that finishes on the 5th of April this year. It's a lot, but this really builds towards my financial freedom goal, because filling my ISAs makes up a massive part of that. The other thing is I have finance spreadsheets that I have been using for years. I think I first put together the first iteration of these spreadsheets in my late 20s. I think I've found that I was struggling to be prepared for when big unexpected bills came in. They weren't unexpected, it's just at that age I didn't know to plan for things like when I had annual bills to pay. So I set these spreadsheets up so that I track over the course of a year and make sure that I'm never in a situation that I don't have enough money to pay for a bill. They've evolved through many iterations over the years, but I'm still using them. They keep me above water, so to speak. And this year I would really like to take some time to reformat the way that they're laid out, because I've got some ideas around new accounts that I want to have and savings pots that I want to add to them, as well as adding a section in there for charity goal. I would also like to transfer some spare cash that I've got in my current account to a savings account that I opened near the end of last year. That's because I'm not making any interest on my current account, so it makes sense to put it into it's an easy access savings account, so I can still easily get at it, but I'll at least be making a bit of interest on it. And then I want to make sure that those finance spreadsheets that I talked about, I want to keep them up to date through till the end of June within this next 6 months, to make sure that I'm really tracking my spending as I go and not overspending. So the next category is another personal one, and it's called Feeling Alive and Adventurous. I like to give my categories fun names because it's just more exciting when you think about them and talk about them. And that's something that Tony Robbins suggests. I think that he talked about that in Time of Your Life programme. So in this category, some of my goals are to do a YouTube interview with Dean Graziosi. Dean Graziosi partnered with Tony Robbins and Russell Brunson last year to bring the Knowledge Broker Blueprint course to market. In fact, I think it was, he is very much his brainchild, I think, and he's very much the driver for it. And as it happens, I have actually ticked that goal off, because I did that interview with Dean yesterday, which was very exciting and also just a little bit scary. So it definitely made me feel alive and quite adventurous for pushing myself outside of my comfort zone. But that video will be coming up in February. I'll be so excited to share that with you. The next category is called Giving Back in a Big Way. And this is all about philanthropic work and giving to charity and just finding ways that I can be a good person basically and give back. So my target here is to give 1% of my Inspiring Life Design profits to charity, that's the absolute least that I would like to do. My challenge at the moment is, because I'm transitioning from a previous job, which was as a freelancer in project management. It was kind of like a 9 to 5 gig. I'm transitioning from that into starting my own business. And what that means is that it takes a bit of time to build up, and the reality is I'm not making a steady income month on month. And of the income that I'm making, I still have expenses to pay for things like marketing and tools that I need to allow me to run this new business. So there's not going to be a huge amount of profit. I don't envisage this year. I would love for there to be, the profits to be increasing, but I anticipate that that's not going to be a massive amount. But I really felt it was important to me to keep something in there so that I know that I'm still giving what I can. We're moving into business categories now, and it's all around inspiring life design and the community that I'm building there. You're a part of that too. So what I'd really like to do in this area is to have a think, and I have been giving this a lot of thought already, around what it is exactly that I want to offer. What is my niche? What is my target audience? I really want to take that down a route that covers personal development, so self-improvement books, courses and events, but also mixing it and aligning it with financial freedom. So I'm feeling like it's going to be, I want to help people who have been to self-improvement events or are very much into self-improvement with reading books and doing courses, who have made it their mission to work to become financially free. So that's kind of the angle I'm at the moment. It may still change a little bit from there, but that's what I've been working on. The next goal is, once I've determined that, to write down who my ideal customer is and what it is that they want. How can I serve them? And to just get out there and ask what kind of things are causing you problems? What could I help with? Because that's going to give me lots of ideas of what to work on in my business as I move forwards. I would like to create a structured 12-month content plan for blog posts on inspiring life design that I feel is achievable. And even though these are my goals for the next 6 months, the reason I've put 12 months is that I would like to get ahead and feel like I've always got an idea of what is coming up at least 6 months in advance. I've also got that I would like to create and schedule content on the Inspiring Life Design website through till September 2020. So this is taking that plan of what I want to post about and actually creating the content so that it's ready and lined up, and that's to get 3 months in advance. Then I've got some goals that are more around statistics. I love a bit of stats, a bit of numbers and tracking month on month. It's not necessarily always that easy to actively make sure that I can achieve that goal. All I can do is, and this will make more sense when I say what these goals are, what I feel I can do is work really hard to be consistent and to build the community that I'm creating, and that will in turn affect these stats that I would like to improve. So here we go. I've got that I would like to grow my email list. It's very small at the moment. I haven't really focused so much on growing it in the past, but at the moment it's got about 47 people on it, I think. And by the end of this 6 months, I would love to get that up to about 350. My website's domain authority, which is one of the ways in which a website's, I suppose, popularity or usage can be measured, it's currently at 25, and by the end of these 6 months I would love for that to have gone up to 26. I found once I've got into the 20s for domain authority, it's quite hard to make it increase, so I need to put in quite a lot of work there, and I think the way to do that is being consistent with my posts and also seeking ways to get my website linked to from other sites, which may mean guest posts or collaborations with people. And then I'd also like to hit 1,000 sessions within a 30-day period. That's a bit of a technical goal, but it's to do with the analytics of the website, and sessions is, I believe, how many, I think it's 30-minute sessions at a time that people come, and it's unique visits to your website. So I'd really like to hit 1,000 of those within a 30-day period by the end of the 6 months. I forget exactly where I'm at the moment. It's varied. I think I've had 500 sessions in that 30-day period, but I really need to work on getting that up. My next category, again, these are all business ones now. It's around building my community and seeing how I can grow it. And this focuses a lot around YouTube and also around social media. So I want to create a 12-month YouTube content plan, a bit like I had the blog one. I want to do the same for YouTube. And I can say that I have actually done the first 3 months plan. So that's some nice progress made towards that goal. I would love to grow my YouTube subscribers. When I set these goals, I was at about 351 subscribers. I'd love to get that to 1,000 by the end of the 6 months. And my Instagram, I'm at 2,330. I'd like to get that to 3,000 if I can. And Twitter, I'm at about 1.4k, and I'd love to get that to 2k. And I'm on to my last category now. This one is all about looking for ways that I can either create products that I feel will add value or promote and help people discover products that I haven't created but that other people have created that I think will really help them achieve their goals. So that is the reason why I got involved with the Knowledge Broker Blueprint course last year by Tony and Dean and Russell, because I just believed in it so much. It's such a high quality course, so jam-packed full of content. It's so aligned with my values and the values of most of the people that are in all of my groups and who I hang out with. So my first goal under this category is to fully support the launch of the next Knowledge Broker Blueprint course, which is going to be coming out late February this year. I will be letting you know a few more details because Tony and Dean are going to be offering a live training again where they go live and you can actually talk to them in the chat, ask them questions, and they're going to be offering some really great value there. So I want to fully support that. This is kind of a stretch goal because I'm not sure whether I will fully get the time to do this in the next 6 months, but I would love to be able to create a course that is evergreen, which basically means it's a course that I can set up and it's not time specific. It doesn't require my time to run it or do anything with it once I've set it up. It means that I can market the course and people can come and buy it and do it because it's all online and digital. So I'd love to be able to create one of those, but first I need to do my research into what would be really useful for my market. And finally, I plan to create some printables to sell on Inspiring Life Design. I love the idea when you're trying to start out in business, whether that's online or not offline, but the idea of getting a helping hand and getting stuff done for you so you don't have to necessarily do all of the work yourself. There's so much to learn. I mean, I've realised this the hard way. When you're starting any sort of business, there's so many little fine details to learn that sometimes you just want to say, you know what, I'll give you this amount of money and just do it for me, and that would be fantastic. So what I want to do is create some printables of templates and things that I've worked on the hard way and designed my own, but create templates of them so that I can sell them to people so they get the shortcut and get ahead. So that's things like for social media, images, templates, media kits, things like that. And I've got to the end of my list. So that is all of the 2020 goals that I'm going to share today. Did you set goals in 2020? I absolutely love talking about people's goals, sharing, seeing what sort of goals other people have got to see, oh, maybe I should have a goal like that as well. So if you do have goals that you're happy to share, please consider popping them in the comments below and we can have a little chat. I do have lots more videos planned and coming up, so watch this space, and I will leave it there. So I will say bye for now. Thank you so much for joining me, and if you enjoyed this video, please click the like and that would be amazing. Bye.